Wow, this wheels grip so well. Amazing braking, look at that. The best part is that this wheels grip so much. If I had hybrid wheels or anything else, like off-road knobby tires, this would just spin like crazy. It will make so much noise. This is crazy silent. The response is instant. The front is a little soft, too soft, but the acceleration is insane. Look at that. Let me get straight line. Whoa! Yeah, handling it's just perfect. Travel, it's insane. This thing is a beast. Amazing braking. It feels super nimble. 100+ pounds. This thing is it's a monster. It handles so light. It feels so nimble. Look at it. This is the TEVERUN Supreme Fighter 7260R. I removed the fenders. I think it looks way better, and they need to be redesigned to show the massiveness and the sheer brute size and power of the scooter. I replaced the grips and added wheel decals, and the rest is all stock. This is the most massive scooter that I handled so far. It weighs 141 pounds, 13-inch wide wheels. It makes it look like a tank. The ground clearance and insane suspension travel makes it perfect for off-roading. Let's go over the specs quickly. So we have here a dual motor system, and it is 2500 watts on the back and the front. Total maximum power delivery 15,000 watts advertised on the website. This massive body, we have here 72 volts, a 60 amp hour battery, and I like this deck construction design. I like this carbon fiber touch, which is not real carbon fiber but looks almost like it is. Beautiful integrates here. Cable management, nicely done. 2 steer dampeners, not the highest quality, average ones, but still work okay until 55 miles an hour. After that, we'll talk about this in the speed test. But I like this rubber top here. You see it's glued, only allows you to open a little bit to get to the screws and open. Really nice, and it's so easy to clean this, and design looks really cool. I like the markings. Also, I added those decals on the wheels. It doesn't come with that. Looks super cool. And plenty of real estate here to put your feet. Also coming with a seat which will be mounted on the top. Wheel management going up. Look how clean it is on top here. I changed the grips also. Now it didn't have this wrap, this organizer here on the cables. I added that, and it looks so much better now versus what you see on the website, and compared to the previous video, the first video I did, the first initial impressions. And besides that, super clean. Now I'm gonna replace the handlebar later on. I want to put a wider one, maybe 28, 29 inches. Now it's 26, and it's gonna increase the comfort for my posture, and also will help with the wobble at the high speeds. And yeah, this is pretty much the close-ups. I like the design, lettering, and the lights. It's just insanely cool, guys. So this is the biggest scooter I've tested and I tried so far. There's one more that I tested 2 years or a year and a half ago on the budget side, which is about, it was $3,000. Now it's under 2,500 bucks. That monster is nothing compared to this. The quality here, it's so much higher. You have suspension, back and front with adjustability. We'll play with that later when we do the range test and the speed test. But this is pretty much what you get. Their folding system, we'll look at that in a moment. But besides that, frame design, quality of the parts, presentation is just insane, guys. This 13-inch scooter is just a beast. Entire thing weighs 64 kilograms or 141 pounds. This is just insanely big. 4-piston hydraulic brakes. I like the design. The brakes actually work perfectly well. And here we have, I think it's 200+ millimeters rotors in the front, also in the back. So what I'm thinking to do is to keep these brakes, to keep the lines and get the Magura MT5 levers and see if I can fit them here. These levers are fine. This is average levers, work perfectly, nothing wrong with them, and you can actually use one finger, and I can use only one brake and is able to stop this beast very comfortably, very well. Both brakes you can lock in the tires and slide, and this tires actually, these 3 tires grip very well. Now I hope they make 14-inch PMTs because there's room there in the front, also in the back, so you can swap them. Look how much space you have there, and that will look even better. Also better high quality PMTs will make this even more smoother, even more, you know, more grip, more comfort, better responsiveness for the scooter and better control. But this is good the way it is. I've seen off-road tires, 12 inches, people take it off-road and do some crazy stuff. So there's a lot of options here to do that. But I think with Magura MT5s or any Magura levers, this is gonna look so much better. So you press 3 times and power's on. And this is the display logo, and this is the screen. So very clean. I removed the plastic, hopefully there's no reflection, you guys can see it, but big screen. You have here the speed and the rest information that we'll talk about later when this is inside, so there's less reflection and glare, so you can see. But this is a quick close-up, and this thing is just gigantic. I like, from all the scooters I tested so far, I like this design the best. It looks massive, it looks mean, aggressive, and fast. There are several issues on this model when it comes to high speeds. The front shock has so much travel and it's super soft, and even turning the knobs all the way to the negative side, it's still soft. You cannot lock it in. It is bouncing like crazy after 55 miles an hour. The handlebars are super narrow and the stem angle needs to come down closer to the rider side. I am able to accelerate and ride up to 55 miles an hour here, and it's super safe and stable. Anything over 55 miles an hour and release acceleration or brake slightly and the scooter starts to shake and wobble aggressively, and it's extremely dangerous. The front shake is so aggressive that even an experienced avid rider will panic, lose control and crash. The good news? TEVERUN in 30 days will offer a solution for this. I cannot disclose and show you what it is. I should probably not talk about this, but I saw it and it looks super cool, and hopefully it should fix this wobble issue. Overall, this scooter is amazingly well built, and adding this front redesigned fork should fix the problem. After posting the short about the scooter this week, a lot of negative comments flooded on that video, and come on. How many people ride 50 or 70 miles an hour? I bet you, from 140,000 followers, maybe 10, maybe 0. But so many negative people bashing the scooter without even testing or riding it. I ride 25 to 45 miles an hour max daily. And only for these reviews, I push the scooter to the max. Up to 50 miles an hour, this is a solid frame. Acceleration, it's insane, and power pickup and delivery, it's exceptional. And 50 to 55 miles an hour, depending on terrain, sometimes it's stable, sometimes it starts to shake. So it depends on the rider, weight, size, and area you ride. The speed wobble and stability will be resolved in the following month, but the problem is, no one will ride this beast up to 70-75 miles an hour. Maybe a few, but I promise you, once I get the parts, a follow-up video is coming right away. Temperature 80 degrees, my weight 235 pounds, riding in maximum sport mode with aggressive acceleration and speeds between 25 to 45 miles an hour. Pushing the scooter really hard in the city, I managed to cover the longest range in any scooter I tested so far. 62.2 miles in range, this is insane. The 60 amp hour battery in this monster scooter frame is the best long range option I have tested so far, and I think the best scooter for long range commuting and comfort that you can get today on the market with one of the most impressive designs. Guys, this scooter is insane. So I just finished the test. I still have, it shows 0%, but the scooter is still moving at about 25-30 kilometers an hour. It does accelerate fast, but still moving. So I can probably squeeze another maybe 2, maybe 4 or 5 miles in range. So the battery is insane. Now, the only thing which I need to specify about the range test. First 35, 45, up to 50, insanely aggressive riding. From 50 I kind of dialed it down because in the city it was traffic, so I was still hitting 30, 35, 40 miles an hour, but less aggressive acceleration, less, the battery was going down, so it's not really punchy, but still aggressive. And just to give you a comparison, when the battery was 2% at the end of the test, around 57, 59 miles in range, I could still, do burnouts, to still, spin the tires and peel the rubber, and still, had so much power. So last, I would say, from 50 to 60, it was like more like softer because the battery lose capacity, so it's gonna slow down a little bit, but still powerful. I can still hit 65, 60 kilometers an hour very fast, very easy. So performance is just insane. Range, I was doing an S, and at the end, last maybe 3 or 4 miles, I put D2 and D3. But if you start in D3 and do entire range test in D3 or D2, D2 gives you still 30 miles an hour speed. If you go 30 miles an hour speed constantly on some road that's, not highway, but something that, allows you to keep, let's say 30, 35, 40 miles an hour continuously and constantly, you will get probably 70, 80, maybe more miles in range. So I usually go fast, but I think 30, 35, 40 miles, if you stay in this, segment, you'll get insane performance. The scooter is just massive. We'll go in a moment over the sizes and measurements, but check this out. Here we have the screen and the same standard console with a trigger. So here, if you press plus, you have this option. So Eco, it doesn't move at all actually. Here you have walking speed, D1, D2, D3, and Sport. The same as the Tetra. And now P and R, I think it's reverse, it's not set up here. Press this button here and you have the specs. So the scooter was just turned on, so there's no much info here, but you have 74 kilometers so far I covered. Now let's go over the measurements. The rubber surface is about 10 inches. If you go from edge to edge with this angled surface, it is 12 inches. From tip to end is 21.5 inches. The thickness of the deck here, it's about 5 inches. Massive body frame. Footrest in the back, it is 6 inches and 3/4. Massive clearance, about 9 inches and 3/4. The handlebar width, tip to end, 26 inches. Height from the deck to the stem, 38 inches. And from the same location to the handlebars, 42 inches. So here's the size comparison between the T-Wing XTR, which is a big scooter, and the 7260R. Look at the size difference and height. Deck, not so much, but the wheels and the arm extension, it's insane. When actually pull it to the line, actually is to the line. So this much longer, and look at the height. This is insane. You can't even see it behind. It's a monster. And the wheels, this 11 inches, look baby size compared to the 13 inch. This is crazy. Lights. Guys, I found a nice dark pocket in Central Park, and I'm testing the range right now, and I still have about 15% left, and let's test the lights. Alright, so it's not really wide, it's more concentrated. I don't know how much camera picks up, but it is powerful. It hits like almost 200, maybe 300 meters in front of me, and look, lights up a lot. So if you ride this on the fast speed, this will be enough. Let's say if you're on the highway, this will be enough, but you need more to give you more width, right? It's just like range but not width. So I'll definitely get a Magic Shine, and I'm thinking to add here the 6000 or 8000 lumen Magic Shine. I think this will be a perfect combo, and it'll look so much better than this light. But if you look here, I can see the pattern. It's really thick, really powerful, really far, but not wide enough. So maybe there's a way to play with the reflector or with the lenses to change that, because other scooters had the same light, and I'll show it to you in a second, but it had more widespread. So I'll put the kickstand, I'll show you. Nami has the same light. Look at that. So very powerful light, but just not spread, doesn't spread enough. And here's the side look of the scooter. So the change in colors, just looks really cool. I like the rear light, so you have the brake light and you have this side blue light, and look at the brakes. When you press, lights up also with the red light over there. So really cool. And you can see the side also flashes when you brake. Also the side panels. Really cool lights. I don't think camera picks up because it's completely dark here, but really good lights in the back, visible, and the front also we can see here, very concentrated. I just wish it was a little bit wider. Besides that, perfect lights. And here is the side look of the lights, and here's the turning signal. So very bright, and you can see in the back how it looks. Extremely bright, I like this. And also the side panels flash and the stem flash. It has a long throw, look at that. This goes really far, and the light is actually lowered down, so if you lift it higher, oops, look now, this is the pattern. It's really powerful. And this lights, you can go in the app and choose only one color. Here I have it stock, so it's changing. It's pretty cool. I like this. In the nighttime it just looks special. It's now all dirty and dusty because I went off-road, but you can get the point that you can see. It's really cool, especially when you have turning signals. Let me show you one more time. It's all flashing on the side and here, super bright. Guys, love this design. Looks insanely cool. When it comes to charging, this is the charger you get. It's 5 amps. Good charger, high quality, nicely done. But to charge this beast of the battery will take you over 12 hours. 12 hours, maybe in 20 minutes and a half. So what I did is I cut the connector here and I installed it here. This is 10 amp hour hypercharger from Float Wheel. And this bad boy, look at the size difference. It will charge this battery in about 6 hours, a little bit over 6 hours. So what you can do is you can take both chargers, get 2 connectors, plug in on this side and plug this one on this side, and you can push actually 15 amps into this battery. So in about what, let's say 4 hours, and a little bit over 4 hours you can get this pack fully charged. So the battery is 60 amp hour capacity. You can charge at 1C at 60 amps, but that's not good for the battery, for longevity. So 0.5C, which is 30 amps, it's great. That will do fantastic. So you can do this battery in 2 hours from empty to full. But to find the 30 amp charger is going to be expensive and hard. I think having this setup, 15 amps, that's more than enough, and it's good. You can get this charged in 4 hours if you need a quick ride, or you need to cover long distances, or just get 2 of these and charge it in 6 hours. So yeah, this will be a much better option to get 2 of them, because one of them is just too much waiting. When it comes to improvements, I like this design. I would not change anything besides the fenders. Better looking fenders will make the scooter look so much better. Now without the fender, this looks fantastic. The second thing is the dampeners. They put 2 of them, but they're not high-end quality, so maybe one that's better designed will do the trick for, for speed wobble at over 85, 90 kilometers an hour. I don't need to ride that fast. For me, 55 miles an hour, this is comfortable and perfect. But I think the suspension here, it has adjustability, so I flip this knob all the way to the negative side, and it's still soft, it doesn't lock in. So having a lock-in option, so there's no suspension, so this is stiff for high speeds, will make so much more stable. Also, fender in the front needs to be better looking. And right now, if it doesn't rain, I'm fine. I think the scooter looks so much better this way, and I think placing better fenders will make it look super cool. Will keep the same design, but also protect you from a water splash. Another improvement here is the grips. I replaced the grips so much better, but this green I have to clean it, gets dirty. And also the handlebar. The handlebar is just too narrow. It needs to be at least 28, maybe 30 inches. Besides this, I think everything else checks out. This is the most comfortable, the longest range scooter I've tested so far. Love the design, and this 13-inch wheels just give you that cushion ride that none of the other scooters I tested so far had. It's just impressive performance. So guys, I just had my lunch, I wanted to remove all the screws, so I removed all the screws, and I cannot show because I put it back. I was thinking, should I show this or not, but I think it's important to show. Last screw I have to finish here, so if I remove the screw here, and the reason I did not remove the top, because I can't remove the top. So let me show you here so you guys can see. There's a seal, rubber seal on the opening on the screw, right on the screw housing, and also there's a rubber gasket all around, and I cannot remove this because in order to remove that, there's a screw right there. I don't know if you guys can see it in the back right there, that it has to be removed. So in order to remove that, I have to remove entire thing here, which is somehow connects suspension. So it's a lot of work, so I'm not gonna do that. But what I've seen when I propped the top a little bit, it's all sealed, very good gasket. So from what I see here, from removing the screws, the top is sealed well. But so far everything looks to be well put together, good quality, and again, performance, it's amazing. So guys, I don't know, I see a lot of comments on the short I posted today and people talking smack. So I don't know, I have a bunch of TEVERUNs and the Tetris coming review is coming probably next week, but this is it here. This is my third or fourth day, I don't know. I beat it up, you know, quite hard, and I roll this aggressively. You see in the video, I don't really, you know, go slow. And look here, speedometer, odometer, 190 kilometers. That's almost 120, 110 miles so far in 3 days, and I usually ride about 35 to 45 miles an hour, aggressive acceleration, but in the video recording, I push it to 50. And up to 50, it's super comfortable, super stable. Up to 55, over 55, that's when the trouble starts. Who cares if it's two steer dampeners? I actually like the design. I mean, you can do aftermarket parts and put high-end suspension, high-end, you know, steer dampeners, and you can stabilize this thing and make it perfect. Take a look at this comment from a rider that upgraded the parts, improved stability, and made the scooter better. It's expensive, it's gonna cost even more to make it to what you guys want to be perfect, but this is a new product. It came just this year, and they actually working, and they're gonna improve, and they replaced entire front, model suspension here. So they actually listening and they're working on that. So I don't know, a lot of people have good experience and a lot of people have also bad experience. Now in the comments, a lot of people on my channel, their companies they're watching and their competition, and they just like talk smack just to, you know, create bad impression and to slow down sales or maybe make the brand look bad. I don't know, but customers, what I know on Facebook groups that I see, there's issues like any product, but they're more happy riders than issues. And so far in 3 days or 4 days that I rode, and I'm still riding, still testing, I'll probably won't be done. It'll be like 200, maybe 50 or more kilometers, or maybe 300. And this thing, I'll do follow-ups videos. This is my favorite scooter for range, performance, and design. Love this thing, and there'll be more content coming. So if there's any issues, I'll definitely make a video and follow up. But so far, I'm super happy. I like the performance, I like the range, and I like the look. So I think it's an amazing product, and it's only gonna get better with time.